Hey, thanks for being a part of the conversation. This is Forest Stories. I am the Poet in the Forest, a children's series that I penned out in the 1990s. Now, none of it would be possible if it wasn't for this forest right here in South Charlotte, North Carolina. I talk about it so much that I thought maybe it's time that you get to know what has inspired me for 30 years. Thanks for being a part of the conversation. I wish you could hear it. The rain as it falls through the leaves and the pine needles of this beautiful forest. So many things are in this forest, and that's what this is all about. Sharing the little things. Especially since I just met a 5th grader. I said, what you doing in the forest today? And he goes, I just want to explore. I just want to see what this is all about. And I said, that's exactly how I felt in 1997 when we planted 1,700 trees in this forest. And he looked in my eyes, and it was like 1,700 trees. I can't even fathom that thought. One day, someone's going to walk through this forest, and they're going to see the headstone in the forest. It's been in 2 different places. Deep into the forest, back by the slow-moving stream headed to the lake. And now it's in the front of the forest. And the only reason why it's there, it kind of serves as a reminder of, hey, you were once here, but where you need to go from this point forward is forward. I didn't go steal something from a cemetery. Our radio station, 95.1 here in Charlotte, held a radio contest to find out how loyal you were to listening. And so this person created a headstone, and it said, R.I.P., the old call letters of the radio station, because it was gone, because radio changes like that. So instead of throwing this headstone away, I thought, I'm going to keep this piece of history, because maybe somebody in the future will see this, do some research, and realize this is a chunk of what used to be a part of a lot of people's lives in the city, because this radio station was number 1. The headstone in the forest. Kind of creepy, right? It is when you first see it, but when you know the story, all of a sudden you warm up to the idea of, hey, wait a second. Although this city is known for forgetting its history, right here is a piece of that history that the city did not take away. The radio station headstone. Well, I can tell you right now, it's still on the air, but it's gone through so many transitions that it's like nobody really remembers this one part in history. And yet, it's preserved in this forest. It's not a junkyard. It's just something when you're walking along and you see something. In fact, it kind of reminds me of a forest that's in Matthews, North Carolina. People take painted rocks to that forest, and they give it back to the earth. It's fun to walk on that path, to look at all the different colors and the different energy levels that people have put into that forest. It catches your eye, and then it ignites your imagination. That's kind of what this does too. The headstone from a radio station in a forest. Hey, thanks for being a part of the conversation.